Hey guys, Dave here. I have another review ready for you, and this is something I've been wanting to do a review of for a while now. And it was actually something that was on the subscriber's choice list as well, and this is Creed's Aventus. As you can see, I don't have the legit bottle, it's just a decant. I don't know, I got about 60 to 70 ml, something like that. I got quite a bit of juice. I do have the empty flacon from, or one of the flacons from the split. This was the 250 ml bottle. So I do actually have the legit bottle, it's just a splash, so I don't really want to keep juice in there. So, it came out in 2010, and the perfumer was Olivier Creed. As far as notes from Creed Boutique's website, you have top notes of black currant, Italian bergamot, French apples, and royal pineapple. How a pineapple is royal, I don't know. In the mid, you have roses, dry birch, Moroccan jasmine, and patchouli, and the base is musk, oak moss, the signature ambergris, and vanilla. As far as bottle sizes, there are quite a few. You have a 1 ounce that's going to run you anywhere from 100 to 140, 2.5 anywhere from about 170 to 240, a 4 ounce anywhere from about 210 to 270, and the 8.4, if you can find a discount on it, I would guess maybe 340, but retails 370 without tax for the 8.4 ounce flacon. As far as I know, they are coming out with the 500 ml flacon, but at last I checked, Creed Boutique still has not received one. Whenever they do, splits will become a lot cheaper per share. It'll still be a little more than the rest, but as far as classification, I would call this a fresh, dark, fruity, aromatic. To me, it's fruity, resinous, aromatic, a bit woody, a little bit green, and just luscious. Right away on the top, I get the pineapple and I get the apple. The pineapple, depending on the batch, can be either really sweet with a touch of sour or just sour and more tart. The apple sweetens it up though. I do get hints of the bergamot and black currant, but they're more supporting than in the forefront. Right on top, the main vibe I'm getting is that pineapple and apple. I do also get a little bit of the birch in the top as well, and I'll get into more of what the birch is like in a bit. The mid is a combo of pineapple, that birch, and a touch of patchouli to my nose. The pineapple is there for sure, but it's surrounded by an almost ashy, resinous birch smell that makes it much more than just a fresh fragrance and adds quite a bit of depth. There's also that rose and jasmine there present in the mid as well, giving a touch of florals, which adds to the beauty and the classiness of this fragrance. But the main vibe to me in the mid is that pineapple, resinous, birch tar, and a little bit of patchouli. This fragrance is fresh, it's fruity, but it's also a little bit dark and mysterious. In the base, the musk, vanilla, and ambergris are prominent, reminding me of quite a few other Creeds, but the birch on my skin never really goes away, so I'm still getting that in the base, which I really enjoy. I also still get a little bit of the patchouli as well, and there's definitely some oak moss in there as well, which adds quite a bit more classiness to it. This fragrance is not at all unisex to me, and I believe Creed classified it correctly as masculine. The dry down is both, it's all sweet, it's woody, it's green, it's earthy, it's a little bit smoky all at once, and I just absolutely adore this fragrance. I would say that this fragrance is best for formal occasions, but I can say worn for anything. I wear it for pretty much anything. As far as what women say, I very rarely run into a woman that does not care for this. Almost every woman that I ask enjoys this one. As far as age, it strikes me as a bit more mature for Creed, but the fruity top makes it a little bit more suitable for anyone over 20, but I do think people over 25 will appreciate it a little bit more. As far as number of sprays, I usually do 4. I do 1 on the neck, 1 on the chest, 1 on one wrist and pressed together, and then I do 1 on my shirt when it's not on from very far away. With this fragrance, I actually missed it, so when I wear it on the neck, I do it like the spray to the chest is from probably about this far away, so it kind of missed instead of concentrating. It was actually something that a subscriber recommended to me, and I've tested it a number of times, and I found what he found, that the pineapple note is much more prevalent and sweet this way. I don't know why, but it works, so that's how I do it. As far as who would like this fragrance, I think if you enjoy pineapple fragrances, resinous, almost smoky notes, the signature ambergris, vanilla, then definitely try this one. The combo of birch and pineapple is just amazing to me. Why would you not like this? I think if you dislike pineapple, fruity fragrances, ashy type of notes, Creeds, even if you don't like Creeds, I would definitely recommend trying this. The dominant notes in this fragrance to me are the pineapple, the birch, the ambergris, and the vanilla. But all the notes in this fragrance play an important role to me. As far as bottles, I would say if you like bottle number 9 Riverside Drive, Creed's Virgin Island Water, Millésime Imperial, and Sirius number 4, then definitely check this out. What do I think of when I wear this? A pineapple on fire in the forest. Kind of what I think of, yeah. As far as my ratings, I'm trying to be a little bit harsher from now on with my overall rating. There's no way a fragrance should get like 8s and everything and end up with a score of 9s, so I'm trying to be a little bit harsher. But if I feel something's just a masterpiece, even if not everything is a 10, I'm probably going to give it a 10. Hint. Overall smell, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I really cannot think of any way to improve the smell of this one, like at all, at least for me personally. I just love the combination of pineapple, smoky birch, with notes that just complement it perfectly. As far as projection, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It projects well on my skin for the first 5 to 6 hours, which for a Creed is fantastic. It also leaves a great scent trail for the first 3 to 4 hours as well. As far as longevity, I'm going to give it a 9.5. This is the longest lasting Creed on my skin, at least for this type of fragrance. I would say Acier Aluminum and Bois de Portugal both last longer, but averaging between 9 and 12 hours with this one on my skin, which is wonderful. A note to that is that I generally get better longevity out of fragrances than most people do for some reason. As far as uniqueness, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. This one's very unique to me. I haven't really smelled anything quite like it. As far as versatility, I'm going to give it a 9.5. I can see it being worn in all seasons. It may not do super well in really cold weather though, especially if it's windy. If I had to pick a perfect season, it would be fall, but to be honest, I'm going to be wearing it year-round. It's very classy and can work for any occasion, from work all the way up to a wedding. Overall rating, despite trying to be harsher, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, just for me personally. To me, it's a masterpiece. Despite trying to rate things harsher, I knew from the first time I wore this that it was going to be a 10 for my taste. It's absolutely perfect. I mean, it could be a little better on projection and longevity, and the batch differences can be a little bit annoying, but I absolutely adore this fragrance, and that's what I want out of a fragrance. So for me personally, it's a 10 out of 10. Does that mean everybody's going to love it? Absolutely not. If I had to pick a year-round signature scent, it would probably be Aventus, to be honest with you guys. As far as buy, try, or pass, due to the price, it is a try. I don't recommend blind buying it, just due to the cost, unless you get it on a split, which cuts down on the cost, and you don't necessarily need to get a whole bottle that way. That would be a good way to try it as well. So, that is my take on Aventus by Creed, which is probably my favorite Creed, by quite a bit, actually. But that's close, I guess. So, as always, guys, please rate, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.